What up, folks? I'm Ultrazillatoys, and today I have a review of the Star Wars Boba Fett Death, Lies, and Treachery Boba Fett Comic Art Edition. Kenner? Yeah, Kenner, why not? I guess this is Vintage Collection? The Vintage Collection, there it is. It says it right in there. And I don't really collect this line, but I really wanted this figure because it is from one of my all-time favorite comics, drawn by Cam Kenney. This artwork blew me away when I read it originally. So this was a must-have. To be done in this style of such an iconic comic for me, yeah, I had to have it. Except that when it did come out, it was like ridiculously overpriced. It was something like $27.99, and Hasbro, what are you doing? I don't get it. It was a Target exclusive, I believe, and Target, what are you doing? Somebody has to, explain that, because there's no reason for that. I keep hearing there's a Boba Fett tax, like Boba Fett figures are overpriced everywhere. It shouldn't be. It's a character like every other character. Anywho, still excited to have this because now I got it for $7.99 on clearance. Yay, because nobody was buying it for $27.99. But for $7.99, oh yeah, $7.99 for a little figure. That's a no-brainer, especially one that I really wanted. So, without further ado, let's get this review. So you might be asking, Ultrazilla, you really gonna just open this up? Like you wanted it for a while. It's got the beautiful card with the artwork you really like. And you know what? I love the comic, and I have the comic, and I don't need the comic on the box. So let's go old school with it. Let's not even bother. There we go. There you got it, guys. Sometimes you just gotta dig in. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And here you go. Here's Boba Fett all armed up. Looking pretty cool. Really like it. Again, small figure. But I dig it. I had to have this at some point. So it's very, very nice. I believe I did a vintage collection here on the channel at some point. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure I did. Maybe even if it was just one, I'm pretty sure I did. But this is pretty cool. He comes with two guns, and it's done in like a purple. And it looks pretty good. The rifle there, nice sculpt. Then his little handgun. That's nice too. Getting in purple. Then you have his jetpack in the back, with greens and some grays and the purples again and the light blues looking pretty good. Yeah, that all looks pretty nice. See the pouches in the back there look pretty good in yellow over the green. Going to the front, you have that really cool comic book-like shading. Very, very nice. I love that. And then it's also on his armor on his chest. Beautifully done. Honestly, it evokes the comic pretty well. I think they did a good job there. It's not exactly exact, but still. Then you got the yellow on his shoulder pauldron, and then he's got the wiring, and you got the greens there for the gauntlet and the gloves. Oh, that looks cool on this side. You got that thing there, Mandalorian symbol. And then for that monster, whatever it's called. But anywho, this arm looks good too. The legs have some shading at the knees. Just cool. The rest is done in a light blue, which looks good. The feet are done in the purple. So that's pretty cool. And then the head sculpt is awesome with that shading, man. So good. So good. His scope does not move, but it's fine. I love his head, man. Looking fantastic. So really nice paint all around on the head. Got a little dent there. Sculpt work is fantastic. Yeah, I mean, sculpt work throughout on this guy looks really good. It's definitely a nice little figure. This is the 1/18th scale. So, very cool, man. That is a nice Fett, man. The proportions look really good, too. Oh, dropped his gun, but that's cool. He doesn't have any holsters. It would have been good if he had a holster for his handgun, but he doesn't. Still, really digging it. I like it a lot, I really do. And for articulation on this guy, the head moves like so. The body moves like so. You have a hinge, swivel at the shoulder. Same thing at the elbow. Wrist as well. I think wrists are just swivels. Oh no, there is a hinge. Look at that. There it is. Goes upwards, which is good. Then and the legs. Can do a split. Like that. Go in. And you can go outwards. You have a swivel right there. Single jointed knee. Rocker at the foot. I should go back and forth too. So pretty good. I do want to say though, the plastic feels a little bit gummy. So that's not the greatest thing, but I think for a smaller figure, it's fine. But definitely has like a bit of a gummy feel, which always makes you feel like you're gonna possibly break a figure, but still, it looks good. It's nice and matte, and I like it. And for your size comparisons, here is Boba Fett with a bunch of other 1/18 scale figures, including a bunch of Hiya toy figures, some figure from Lanyard Toys that I forget where she was from exactly, an old Power of the Force Boba Fett, and a Hammond Collection Raptor back there. Yeah, Hammond Collection is 1/18 scale. And my final thoughts, this is a pretty fantastic figure that I was really excited about when it was announced, and then really disappointed when I heard how much it was going to be, and even more disappointed when I finally saw it in store, and yes, it was that price. I just didn't understand it. A 1/18 scale figure should not be that price. Take it from Mattel and like the Hammond Collection. $14.99 is like the price these things should be. Like whenever I see a 1/18 scale figure at a higher price, I always kind of balk. I know Hiya Toys does their 1/18 scale figures at a higher price, but they, consider themselves, a more higher brand than like a Hasbro here. But I gotta tell you, this figure is as good as any of the Hiya Toy 1/18 scale figures that I've handled. So there's that. But then there's other, 1/18 scale figures that are even higher cost, like Joy Toy stuff, which I'm gonna be reviewing one very soon. I actually bought one recently that was more expensive, and we'll talk about that in its own video. But for now, this is a fantastic figure that I'm really glad I got at a price that was like, I had no choice, I had to get it. $7.99, I mean, that's like half the price that I was willing to pay for it. So that's incredible. It's a great looking figure. I really like it from, again, a comic that I love, and who knows if we're going to get anything else in this style ever. So I had to get it, and I'm glad I really like it. And there you go, guys. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure to like this video to help the algorithm along. And if you're new to the channel, why don't you go ahead and sub yourself for daily content, and let me help you diversify your collection. Till next time, peace out, peeps.